Welcome back, everybody! After the me run, we are back on schedule with Crash Team Racing Run by the same runner where I still don't try to pronounce the name. They will show us now Test Team Racing any percent no major glitches. Okay, you
All
are
right.
live. Please introduce yourself, introduce the run, tell me when to start the
Okay.
time.
All right. Welcome back. Yes, I'm Pinstripe. I'm the guy from Pepsi Man earlier. So this is Crash Team Racing for the PlayStation 1. I'm gonna be running this on the PlayStation 2 because it has fast disk bit, which allows us to have faster loadings. I suggested an incentive to make people choose my character. Normally the character that we use nowadays is a character with speed stats or advanced stats, which is Tiny or Dingodile. I personally use Tiny. But in this case, I've been told that the character that won is Coco, right?
Yes.
So, okay, this is not something weird, and it's not something that I made myself. Back in the day, let's say like we can say around 6, 7, 8 years ago. No pun intended, please. Um, Back in the day, people thought that Coco was better for runs because the speed characters, since the speed characters don't have too much turning, it's kind of difficult to play on some tracks, especially the Hop 4 tracks that we're gonna see later. So yeah, Coco was the meta back in the day. Then we discovered that there was an actual difference, and of course the time trial scene of this game actually figured out ways to, you know, take advantage of the whole speed stat of the speed character. So that's why nowadays we use either Tiny or Dingodile during our runs. You can still get pretty decent times with Coco. It's all a matter of preference in the end. If you want the best, use Tiny, but if you're starting with the game, use Coco. On top of that, I'm gonna be running a category called No Major Glitches, but this is gonna be Classic. Classic bans two specific skips. I'm gonna try to showcase one after the run, which is the TA skip, that we're gonna use a Nitro for that. We are not gonna be using those two skips during the run. However, this category has a lot of cool unintended shortcuts that hopefully I will be able to showcase. So, without further ado,
Don't you also have to mention about the lines still.
oh yeah, if you see some lines that are going up, it's because my PC have some issues with the power supplies, so yeah, I wasn't able to fix them. I'm not able to fix them because I don't have money to buy a new power supply. Sorry for that. I'm gonna try to fix them for the next time. But I mean, if you don't mind, I don't mind. I've been playing like this for like how much? 1 month? So doesn't really bother me. It doesn't bother me. So yep, let's get started. Time. Okay, here's the thing. The timer actually starts once I gain control of my character, but before that, there is a loading screen that lasts like 6 seconds, 5 seconds, something around that. So I'm going to suggest that we're gonna start the time once I press X, and I'm going to subtract 6 seconds to the final time so we can have accuracy on that. So without further ado, timer starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. That's right. So the whole plot of CTR, we have an alien called nitrous oxide that wants to convert our Earth, our planet, into a parking lot and makes us our slaves. So we have to beat them in a race. To beat Oxide, you need 16 trophies and 4 boss keys. We have 4 worlds that have 4 races, 4 trophy races, and a boss race to gain a boss key. So yeah. So the first technique that we're gonna be using here is, well, power sliding. When we do a when we slide like this, we are able to do 3 mini turbos. The mini turbos gives us something that is called reserves. We can take reserves as something like, let's say, imagine a massive tug of war where every single frame that you are not boosting, reserves are going down. But once you boost, your reserves go up dramatically. Reserves are some sort of fuel, some sort of gas that allows us to keep up speed. You saw that I go through a turbo path and I gain something called Sacred Fire, which is, well, this is the maximum speed of the game. Well, it's not really the maximum speed, but it's like the maximum base speed that we can get normally. More on that later. But yeah, that's basically the basic technique of CTR. Just keep doing mini turbos, and you won't run out of reserves. Therefore, you won't run out of speed. This is Crash Cove. This is a cool track to showcase the techniques of this game. So yeah, that was Crash Cove. That was a decent 121 with the Axel character. Oh yeah, the main reason why we don't have voices, I'm gonna do a lot of lag reduction strats here. Because well, the game lags a lot on my PlayStation 2 Slim. Optimally, you want to play this game on a PlayStation 2 Fat with the original disc because it lags less. I'm actually handicapped right now, so yeah. Okay, Roost Tubes. We're gonna be showcasing here a second main technique of the game, which is a speed ghosting. You go on a downhill, you gain some speed that you can keep if you jump constantly. To jump constantly, we call that froggy. Why froggy? Because you jump like a frog. Like this. We gain some speed to keep it. We froggy, chain on our edge here, and we keep frogging to keep the speed from the speed ghost. And this is how top speedrunners keep their speed. And that's basically it. This is another basic technique that every single speedrunner should know on CTR. To froggy, you wanna hold down L1 and you wanna mash R1 like crazy. So you can get jumps repeatedly, constantly. So yeah, that's pretty much it for Roost Tubes. I'm gonna try to chain energy here. I managed to do it, but Dingo Dial literally just blocked me. Thank you, Dingo. Appreciate it, man. That was a decent 115 anyways. That was a decent Roost Tubes. Sadly, Dingo Dial blocked my SG, but yeah. I do reverse scam during the podium so I can get less lag. This actually is no more noticeable if you play this on a PlayStation 2 Fat. But yeah, we're gonna be doing a lot of lag reduction strats here. One of them is voices off, reverse podiums on some portals, reverse scam on podium. Sorry, yeah, reverse scam on podiums, reverse scam on some portals, reverse scam at the beginning of some tracks like here. And yeah, okay, mystery caves. When I was playing Crash Cove, you probably saw that I was picking some Wumpas. I go white and pick some Wumpas. Yeah, Wumpas were like... Oh, shit, I was trying to snipe that Wumpa, NT. Wumpas here work like coins in Mario Kart, if I'm not wrong. Each Wumpa gives you an extra 0.2% of speed until the 9 Wumpa. The 10 Wumpa just increases just gives you like a buff to your item. It doesn't increase your speed, but If you get 9 Wumpas, you can get your speed increased by 1.88%. It might... It probably doesn't sound like too much, but if you drive properly on this game, it can save you around 1 second. It's definitely worth to go for Wumpas. It can help you in some tracks to gain more speed.
Yeah. Also, yeah, that looks like coins in Mario Kart.
I'm sorry, what?
It works like the coins in Mario Kart.
Oh, okay, that's cool. I'm glad I wasn't wrong. I'm not too much of a Mario Kart person, but I heard that from another person that plays Mario Kart. Okay, I'm gonna try to change some SGs on this triple section. Okay, that was decent on the last lap. Let's go. That was good. Again, it's been a while since Coco was the meta of this. I've been practicing a little bit with Coco earlier, so yeah. It really doesn't bother me to play with Coco. It's just that I'm not used too much to the Axel engine. Anyways, okay, that was Mystery Caves. That was a decent time, 1:57. I'm gonna try to tell you guys if I actually get a decent time during the tracks. Yeah, this is Sewer Speedway. Let's check out the hub one. Okay, Sewer Speedway has something special with its obstacles, which is some barrels. They have global cycles, so unless you exit from the track, if you restart the track, the barrels won't restart. They will remain in their previous position, which kinda sucks for time trials, but it is what it is. And I'm gonna get... Oh, shiz. I almost got crushed. Okay, we have a shortcut there. These walls give you some sort of speed ghost too. We can chain the speed ghost with this speed ghost here, which is the look attack. Oh no, okay. That was actually a decent speed ghost, but I forgot to go a little bit to the left there. That's fine. It can happen. Those walls there on Zero Speedway have a property called Speed Impact. How do they work like that? I have no idea at all. But it works. It is a thing. And I think it's only a thing on this track, so I won't be talking about Speed Impact later. That's a better look attack. It's called look attack because a time trialer from Italy back in 2008 called Luca 103 discovered this. One of the best players in... One of the best time trialers and overall CTR players in history. Yeah, he was the one that discovered this. Before that tech, time trialers used to stick to the walls and gain some speed from there. Chain it one more time. That is better, let's go. I got a bit of sticky froggy there, but that's fine. Besides the mistake on the lap 1, the lap 2 and 3 were better, definitely. So we're gonna have our first boss race, which is Ripperoo. This character was also a boss during Crash Bandicoot 1 and 2. And it's coming back to Crash Team Racing. So the thing with bosses here is they throw items on you. In this case, Ripperoo will throw some TNTs. They are not gonna be annoying since bosses are pretty much slow most of the time. And we're gonna be surpassing them quickly. However, if we are too fast, we might catch their items if we are not careful enough. So we're gonna have to keep an eye on that. So we're gonna have to keep that in mind for lap 3. Again, this is Roostoops. We already saw this was the second track of the run. Just go fast. That's it. Again, Froggy to change the SG. We tried to change another SG there. We couldn't do it. Anti. Try to gain some speed from the jumps here. That's fine. Okay, we got a Peruvian SG there. It's called Peruvian because there was a player from Peru called Pardies got it who got it consistently. He was world record at some point of this track back in the middle 2000s. Shoutouts to him, by the way. He's from my country. Okay, 1039. Decent hub 1 for Excel character. And we are moving on to the next hub. Hub 2. We are gonna be getting into the one and only track that involves a lot of RNG to open a shortcut, which is Tiger Temple. For Tiger Temple, we are required to have an item that we can throw forward so we can open a shortcut and save time. We depend on the items RNG sadly, so if we lose time, it will probably be because we didn't get the shortcut that we want. We didn't get the item, sorry, that we wanted. So yeah. Driving with Coco here it's nice. Okay, Tiger Temple. Let's see. Okay, I already explained how this track works, but first I'm gonna do something called QWERTY check. When you are on a hard surface and you wanna go fast, you must press X and square and jump repeatedly to go faster there. It will kill your reserves, so I recommend doing that only on the lap 1. We're gonna be using that technique on Tiger Temple, we already did. We got an item that we can throw forward, that's cool. We're gonna be using the QWERTY tech on first lap of Tiger Temple, which we already did. We're gonna be using that also on Dingo Canyon for the first lap. And we're gonna be also doing that on Dragon Mines, on the trail laps. More on that later. But yeah, we're gonna have to look for an item that we can throw forward. Unlucky, we got another nitro. We don't want nitros here. So we're gonna have to go around. Okay, the RNG is being bad boy right now. Please behave. We got an SG at the beginning, so we are able to cut the grass faster. Nice. We got an item that we can throw forward. Let's go. That was a nice Tiger Temple, besides not getting an item to open the shortcut on one lap. Decent. So, we're gonna be going into Coco Park now. I don't have too much to say about that track, it's just... You can go faster, of course. You can go faster, definitely. You're so right, Ikomask. Yeah, okay. No, yeah, I don't have too much to say about this track. Just playing well, doing proper jumps, and cut the grass faster. Also, there are some SGs here, which I'm gonna try to do appropriately. Okay, that was a really slow cut. It's fine.
When I played the remake of this game, I always called Coco Park the baby buck in Quest Team Racing because it's so boring.
Yeah, it's kind of boring, definitely. It's not one of the tracks that I really like. It's a really simple track, of course, but I understand if people don't like it, because I don't like it that much either. Hitting an SG here. We actually got a really good grass cut in the second lap. SG here. Let's go. If you land with 4 wheels in this game, you actually get a strong speed ghost. Just like you get a lot of speed when you're skateboarding and you land with the 4 wheels on a ramp. Yeah, that's how it behaves. A little bit of realism here. Okay, we lose reserves there, sadly. It's fine. Not something we should be worrying about. That was a decent Coco Park. We'll take it. 1524. Ah, okay. That's fine. Now we are on to Papa's Pyramid, which is the boss's track. Yeah, Papa's Pyramid is the boss track. Well, the boss here is Papu Papu, as you can see in the right. Papu is right there. This track features the first unintended shortcut. There's actually two unintended shortcuts, but in this category we're going to be using only one, which is the wall skip. I'm going to try to showcase that. So we're going to try to drive normally. There is this tight section here that we should be able to get out successfully. Cool. Some grass cut here. This is intended. And here it is. We're gonna try to drive here, go here. We actually land there so we can load a checkpoint. We go here and there it is. This track has a peculiar soft lock where if we land on the finish line at the same time that a checkpoint is loading, the game can actually crash. Luckily, I made a save, a backup save, so if we get an oopsie because of that, we will be able to, well, we will be back on the speedrun quickly. I have my memory card here, so no worries about that. Polar just got in my way and got shoved. What a noob. Oh, I almost didn't got there. Okay, that's fine. That was a good pyramid. That was a really good pyramid. I can do it better with speed character, but it's fine. Okay, this is the last hint that we are gonna get from Aku. From the hop tree, we are gonna try to do something in the podiums that we call the pause. It's fine if we get that hint there. I'll explain that later. We're gonna try to go for a technique called pause from the hop tree to the end of the race. We have the chance to do 6 pauses that will makes us save 2.8 seconds because we are not gonna have all of the sequence of the trophy. Okay, so as I explained later, QWERTY tech here. This is hard surface. QWERTY tech to go fast, and we go. Again, we have an SG here. We're gonna try to chain with this. I actually chained 2 SGs there. That was pretty cool. Oh, I almost got hit by the armadillo. Sadly, I lose my reserves there because I wasn't able to. I wasn't able to drift. That's fine. Lap 1, 30 seconds. Could have been 29. Can do better than that. Chaining another SG here. Oh, well, not SG, more like a propulsion. But you get the idea. I'm actually playing really risky here, since I forgot to tell this about myself. I didn't start as a speedrunner, but as a time trialer of this game. Just to gain more experience and get some advice in how to approach the game. So I actually grind all of the tracks on time trials a lot. That's why I have a lot of expertise on how this game behaves. And that was Dingo Canyon. Good track. Good 126 on Dingo Canyon. That was a good one. So, Papu. Again, we're gonna be racing again in Papu's Pyramid. We're gonna try to go for 3 out of 3 wall skip. And Papu is gonna be throwing items at us. The item is gonna be beakers or potions. He throws red potions and green potions. Okay, the game can actually softlock here if we... And again, as I said before, if we land on a checkpoint and we cross the finish line at the same time. I really hope that doesn't happen. I don't think it will, but who knows? Cut the grass here.
Hopefully the console doesn't make a static noise when it's crashing like the Wii does.
Wait, what?
Hopefully the console doesn't make a static noise like the Wii does when crashing.
Oh, it's not about the console. The console is fine. It's about the game.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to mention, this game was made in 7-8 months. So yeah.
That's a big development time.
Yep. Oh, that dread potion was actually almost on the way of the finish line. Luckily, we didn't land there. Again, since you go way faster than the boss itself, you will probably land in his items. But yeah, this isn't the case, so there we go. We didn't got the soft lock. This can actually happen in other tracks on the hub tree. So I actually have to be aware of that. Anyways, we are moving now into the hub tree. We are not getting more Akuhin, sorry, now, and I'm gonna try to go for something called the pause. You can do a pause during the trophy sequence, so you can skip it and save around 2.53 seconds for each pause. This is actually really important to get since it's free time save. And once you go for it, if you miss a pause, you are losing time. I'm gonna do reverse cams here since Blizzard Bluff lags a lot. So yeah, Blizzard Bluff actually features another unintended shortcut, which is the fence skip. Which of course I'm gonna try to go for it 3 out of 3 times. Thank you, engine, for blocking me. Yikes, it's fine. So the fence skip it's an old school skip that was discovered right at the game's release. You go like this. There we go. Normally you wanna go around and well, yeah. Normally you want to go around and just take all the turn. But we are speedrunners. We don't have time to waste, so we're gonna do this. We're gonna try to do this 3 out of 3 times. The hardest one is the one on the lap tree, since as you can see, I'm about to lap the bots. And the bots here are on hard difficulty, so they are faster. Let's see if the bots don't block me. They didn't do, and one of them actually throw a missile at me. I almost got shoved by a missile. That was gonna be really unfortunate if that happens, but okay. Okay, we're gonna try to go for a pause here. Nice. We got 1. We can do that out of 6 times. We got 1, and that makes us save around 2.8 seconds. 2.5 to 3 seconds. It depends on how fast you mash. Okay, Dragon Mines. This doesn't, as I said before, we're gonna be using the QWERTY tech to go through a shortcut 3 out of 3 times. We also have to be aware of the minecart cycle that is gonna be during that shortcut. That minecart there. Go like this. There we go. And that's the Dragon Mine shortcut. It might not look like this was intended, but it was. During the relic race, there are some time crates on that shortcut. There we go. It's actually pretty easy once you get the hang of it. It's a bit harder with the speed character, but it's definitely doable. Since I'm going a little bit slower with the Axel character, I might want to pay attention to the minecart cycle here. Okay, no, it's fine. The minecart cycle, without any jokes here, it can actually fuck you up really hard. So yeah, that was Dragon Mines. 119? 119. On time trials, I got a 117 here. I played a little bit slower. That's fine. We didn't get a pause, that's okay. We're gonna move on to Polar Pass, which features the next unintended shortcut, which is the boomerang, or the leg skip. It was found in 2001 by the French player Arsène Lupin, which he was the guy who discovered all of the stuff, all of the techniques that we use nowadays on CTR, both on time trials and speedruns. We're gonna try to skip a whole turn of this map, and hopefully we will be able to do it 3 out of 3 times. Wish me luck. It's right here. We go here, here, and oh, we did it. That's cool. We did it. With speed character, it's a little bit easy since, well, you're gonna have more speed. So with that jump, I should have been able to land there and not fall into the lake, but we got it, so it's fine. However, that fall, actually, all the time that we could save on that skip has been actually lost due to us falling. I'm gonna try to get it for a second time. Ah, that's unfortunate. I didn't jump properly there. Unlucky. I'm gonna try to go for a backup called the slingshot. There we go. The way I did it right now. It was the way that speedrunners used to do. Like back in 2015, 2016, it's a safe way of skipping the whole lake. It's lower, but it's safe. Let's see if we can actually get a proper boomerang on the third lap. On the second and third lap, you want to go into the right side since it saves more time. I'm not used to do the boomerang with Axel characters. And see, at least I was able to do it once. It's fine. We got the slingshot instead of the leg skip normally, which is... that's fine. It's fine. We can take that. This is not a really good polar pass, by the way, since we didn't get 3 out of 3 on the skip. Well, we'll take it. That's fine. Okay, this is gonna be the last track of the hub, which is Tiny Arena. We gotta pause, let's go. Okay, so Tiny Arena. On Tiny Arena, since this is classic, we are not able to do a certain skip called the Nitro skip, the TA skip, in which you use a Nitro that you get during the lap 1 to skip almost a whole lap, and you're able to do that twice, and it saves you around 1 minute and 10 seconds. But since this is classic, we are not able to do that, so we're just gonna drive normally. This is the longest track in the game, so, and it's really boring for, let's say, for the normal audience. So you have something to do right now. If you want to take a break or go to the bathroom, you should do that right now, since this is gonna take me around 2 minutes from now on. I was joking, but I'm not. This is a really long track.
Yeah, agreed. I think Mario Stadium Mario Kart 64 is also pretty long when you don't do
Yeah,
the shortcuts.
yeah. I think a friend told me that mm, I think it's called Wario Stadium, right?
Uh,
It was a
Let me
really
look
long
it up
track.
before we say something wrong.
Yeah, I think on the custom track section for CTR, there we have that track, and it's really long and big
Yeah,
and
it's Mario
boring.
Stadium.
Oh, okay. Damn. I played that track once on CTR for 120 laps. It was awful. I don't want to
How?
do that again.
How many
120
laps did
laps.
you do that?
I did that for $50. I don't know why I did that. But yeah, money is money in the end. It was fun because I was having music in the background, so yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, what you want to do normally in this track is pick up a nitro on lap 1, try to do the TA skip, yeah, you try to do the TA skip. If you succeed on the TA skip, since you're gonna lose some Wumpa because you got some damage from Nitro, right there, you're gonna land almost here. But you can find a Wumpa there, and you can try to go for a second TA skip with these crates that are here. That are there and here. So that was Tiny Arena. That track is actually more enjoyable with Penta Penguin. Penta Penguin is a character that has different stats depending on the version of the game. In the American version, he has the same stats as Spora, Polar, and Ripperoo, which is max turning and slow speed. However, on the Japanese version and European version, he has max stats, and we use that character for a lot of tracks on CTR, since it's the best character to use. People might think that Penta Penguin is a cheat character, but I mean, his in-game code was shared on a PlayStation magazine back in 2000, so everyone knows how to unlock Penta. And well, even if you use Penta, you still have to learn how to properly play the game. So it's not a character that will automatically become you the best CTR player in the world. That's simply not true. If you learn how to use Penta and you play well, you deserve to be praised, definitely. Anyways, this is Komodo Joe. That was a smooth shortcut. Let's go. Komodo Joe is gonna throw some TNTs that explode instantly, and is gonna leave some nitros during our path. And since we are going really fast, we are probably gonna find a nitro in our path, and that's something that it's a big no-no for us. Sadly, fortunately, this wasn't the case here. So we are able to... Okay, that was... That was odd and almost unfortunate. Oh, if you're wondering why I'm not looking directly to my camera, but I'm looking this way, it's because my TV, it's facing there. It's right there, where I'm playing with my PlayStation 2. And if you're also wondering why the quality of my PlayStation 2 is really good, I'm using something called a Retroscaler 2X, which is a clone from the RetroTink that it's really cheap on AliExpress. And it feels so good when you use it with a component cable for the PlayStation 2. The quality of the game right now is wow. It's amazing, definitely. And you can get a component cable and a retro scaler on AliExpress for $45. Maximum 50. It's really cheap and it looks really good. I 100% recommend this. So, Hub 4, we are featuring a new technique here called Ultimate Sacred Fire. We want to build a lot of reserves. You know how to build reserves. We do a lot of mini turbos. And we're gonna cross a certain turbo pad called Super Turbo Pad that will gives us the maximum speed of the game. The Ultimate Sacred Fire. This Ultimate Sacred Fire thing is really special since we are not allowed to do any turbos at all. If we bump into a wall, we lose the USF. If we do a mini turbo, we lose the USF. If we go through a turbo pad, we lose USF, and so on and so on. USF again, and we go zooming. Like this. I managed to projectile myself pretty well here. And that's how we do it. So far, we didn't commit any major mistakes besides failing Boomerang in Polar Pass. I'm actually proud of this run. It has been pretty consistent so far. And I'm happy with it. And I just jinxed myself because I'm probably gonna fail on Oxide Station. More on that later. But yeah, this is basically engine laps. You need to take a lot of advantage from the USF here and go as fast as you can with it, build a lot of reserves, and basically play better, play good. Can I mention that the music of this game is like really good? Because it is. If you have never played this game before, you should do it. If you played this game before and you never made a speedrun of it, we recently approved Dog Station in the speedrunning leaderboard, which I'm moderator of. Yeah, if you have never speedrun this game before and you want to do it, you are more than welcome. Since we now allow Dog Station, you should try it. It's a really fun game to run, and when you practice it, and when you nail everything, it feels good. So yeah, Cortex Castle. This is actually one of the hardest tracks in the game that does not involve like a special shortcut or stuff like that. It is a track that, as you can see here, it has a lot of weird corners here. So it's basically just, dude, get good at it. There's no shortcut here. This track with a speed character, it's a nightmare. It is already hard to do with Penta with max stats. And to play this with a speed character, wow. It's fun. It's an experience. I failed to get a good booster. My bad. It's an experience to play Cortex Castle with the speed character. But then again, this track also features USF. You saw me do it at the almost at the ending of the first lap. I'm gonna try to build a chunk of reserves here and spend it all on the Ultimate Sacred Fire, which is right here. We don't jump. We just go and try to move with the USF as much as we can. But what this isn't really a good castle, by the way. But it's something. It's something. This is the first run that I do with actual character, by the way. I mean, on console, of course. It's been a while since I run with Coco, as you can notice there. But yeah, it's all for the sake of showing off how speedrunners speedrun this game back in the day. So there are now 4 tracks left, which is Hodari Skyway Trophy and Oxide Station Trophy. The Pinstripe boss, which is, yeah, I'm gonna race against myself, as you can see there. Also features Hodari Skyway, and the last boss, which is Nitrous Oxide, the alien that I talked earlier. It's on Oxide Station. So yeah, Hodari Skyway, we're gonna be doing 3 shortcuts in a row. First, we're gonna have to load some checkpoints here on this track. And we're gonna go back. And we're gonna go 1, 2, 3 right here. And that's how we cut most of the spiral back there. This shortcut is it's an old school classic. You all know how to do it. And I certainly don't know how to do it because I tried to do it quickly and I failed. That's better. I'm gonna go for a third shortcut called the airpin. That section over there has the shape of an airpin, which I didn't do it because I mistimed my jump. Nice try. But yeah, that's the 3 shortcuts that we have to nail in this track. The third shortcut doesn't save too much time, but if you're trying to squeeze the most amount of time that you can, you gotta go for that shortcut. I'm gonna try to do this shortcut properly now. My jump didn't jump there, but at least the checkpoint lowered. Wow. This isn't being a really good castle. A really good hot air skyway. And we fail another airpin, but it's unlucky. It's fine. I'm pretty sure I can do a better hot air skyway with speed character. But it's fine. At least I wish that I was able to do a better showcase of the shortcuts. Probably on the next time. Yeah, that was unfortunate. Since I'm trying to do it the fastest way, there's a chance of committing some mistakes there. Airpin? Nice. That's the airpin. That's a better way of doing the airpin. Definitely a better way. Okay, we go now into Oxide Station. Again, we are going to do 3 more shortcuts on each lap during Oxide Station, which follows the same trend as Hot Air Skyway. We're gonna load some portion of the track to load some checkpoints so we can skip more sections of the track. I'm gonna have to concentrate this in. This is a shortcut that I tend to fail during my runs. So you're gonna go here. I'm gonna go up here, jump. Again, we're gonna go backwards. And thank you, bots, for shaving me off. That can happen. It's not something unusual. We go up here, we go here, we jump here. And yeah, 1, 2, 3 shortcuts. The last shortcut that I did, the last skip that I did, it's a old school yard. It's an old school classic, space skip, discovered back in the 2000, back at almost the release of the game. Who discovered it? I have no idea. It was a whole effort of the community back in the day, but yeah. I'm gonna go again here. Since we don't have any bots in our way, let's try to do this properly. That's better. A good lap of Oxide Station with these skips, it's around 39 to 40 seconds, 41 seconds. If you get 40 seconds, that's okay. I'm gonna get 40 seconds here. 40 seconds, that's cool. I'm gonna do it again. Nice. We almost bonk into that brown part. That was gonna be tragic. Okay, I don't have too much speed here. Oh, oh no. That was so unfortunate. We slipped there. It's fine. Leave it there. Sí, sí, sí. It's a little bit unfortunate that we failed the shortcut there, since we were doing a pretty much okay Oxide Station. But it's fine. Things can happen. At least we got a decent second lap. That was a decent second lap for Axel character. Okay, we are now into the last two tracks of the game, which are again Hot Air Skyway again, Oxide Station again. This is the last boss race. He will give us the fourth key so we can race Oxide and save our planet. Foist!
Yeah. We always need to save the planet from the evil.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, Oxide levels himself as the fastest racer in the galaxy. He's not. He sucks. Anyways, Pinstripe. He shouldn't be a menace, theoretically, but his bombs sometimes can be a menace if you're playing this. Okay, that was so unfortunate. I never, that never happened to me before. What the fuck? I'm so surprised that I can't speak. That was dirty.
That was
Well,
evil.
yeah, that was evil. What was I saying before? That Pinstripe's bombs are not a menace? I was clearly wrong. Anyways, we actually did the three shortcuts. We did it smooth. That's good. Again, we load here. So yeah, you have to be careful with the bot cycles and how they can screw you up sometimes. But that's pretty much it with the boss races. Okay, Pinstripe is right there. Where did that bomb came from? Damn. I got scared there for a second. Anyways, yeah. I think I should hurry up a little, because I don't want Pinstripe to catch me on the last section of this track, because his bombs are gonna be a menace, and he is gonna catch me, right? Yep. I'm gonna have to do some maneuvers here to avoid his bombs. And for maneuvers, I mean a airpin. That's cool. That's a 39 lap. That's a 39 lap. Let's go with Axel character. That's amazing. Those were some good laps there. Besides failing the airpin. So this is the last race of the run. Once this race ends, the time ends completely. This could be a high 52, low 53 if things go smoothly. I have my timer here. This could be a mid 52, which is okay. Besides, because we commit a lot of mistakes during the run. Okay, so Oxide. First of all, he's gonna cheat. He's a cheater. Second of all, we're gonna do the same that we did on this track on the trophy race. Oxide throws. Oh no.
Why is he a cheater?
Yeah. Oxide is a cheater. He's a bad loser, and he throws all of the items of the previous bosses. And I failed the Scandu there. Yeah, that skip that I was doing, it's called Scandu because the guy that discovered it was called Scandu. Yeah, that's his nickname. He discovered it in around 2006. Yeah, this is a really old skip. Second lap. Nice. Okay, we're gonna have to be careful on the third lap since we're gonna be catching some oxide potions. And we're gonna have to be careful to not land on those potions. Cheeky SG here. Okay, that was close. I was trying to get to do some time trial strats there, which involves risky moves with SGs. Didn't work. Okay, keep in mind, we gotta see the potions places. We got lucky. Not so lucky with the nitro. Luckily for me, I got a shield there. Last shortcut. There we go. We almost got fucked up by the potions there. Stupid oxide. Okay, this is... Yep, this was pretty much CTR. We're gonna be ending in a 52-30 probably. It was a nice run, besides all of the mistakes. I'm glad I was able to showcase this game on this marathon. So yeah, I'm Pinstripe, this was CTR, and... time. 52-33. That's nice. Oh, I don't want to play with Coco again. And there we have it. We saved the planet. Isn't that cool?
Yeah. We saved the planet by defeat a cheater.
He's a dirty little cheater, definitely.
He should get arrested by doing that.
we are gonna see his cutscene right now. Oh, I forgot that I turned off voices. But what he's basically saying is, yeah, a lot of bad stuff. I should skip this. He's saying stuff like, how could you win? Or listen here, you're also cheating because you did a lot of shortcuts. Which we did. And it was fun.
But we have to do that if he is a dirty cheater.
Exactly.
We have to cheat to defeat the cheater.
Yeah, which is actually really based. So yeah, that was Crash Team Racing as a whole. Again, well, my PB in this category is a 50-59, which is a really good one. Getting sub 51 on this category is actually really cool. There is not too much persons that did it, and I'm really proud of that achievement. I've been speedrunning this game for like, let's say 6 months, 7 months, for like 8 months. And I've been having a lot of progress due to, as I said before, my time trial expertise on this game. But yeah, this is my main game as a speedrunner. I also speedrun Pepsi Man as a meme game. It's a really fun game to speedrun. What can I say about it? But yeah, that was Crash Team Racing as a whole. I don't know if I can have time to try and showcase the TA skip that I mentioned earlier. Do we have time?
We have 2 minutes, but I think Lumina is fine if we start a bit later.
Oh, so can I do it?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna try to showcase it. Let's see if it goes well. My main character for speedrun this game is Tiny, so I'm gonna be going to Tiny Arena. Not because it's hit track, but because it's a track where we do the skip. So as I said before, what we want to do here, we're gonna drive in lap 1. I'm gonna try to get a nitro. A nitro is gonna help us to jump jump above a wall. Jump into a wall and, well, get a... basically skip the whole lab as I mentioned earlier. That is, if the RNG wants to collaborate, which I hope it does. There it is. I'm gonna have to place a nitro in a certain place. You have 2 tries to do this. Nice webcam photobomb. That's a cameo from my father, so yeah. I'm actually in my living room. I don't have my own room to, you know, have my gaming computer there. I'm gonna place a nitro here, and hopefully we're gonna get a jump that is enough to skip. That was a bad nitro placement. It's fine. I'm gonna try to do it a second time. Again, this skip doesn't involve like too much of skill itself.
Yeah, just in case I might need to censor the webcam for this one because of YouTube guidelines.
Sorry, what?
And just for the YouTube people, I might have to censor this in the VOD, your webcam.
Ah, it's fine.
And because of the YouTube guidelines of nudity, I have to censor it.
It's fine. Don't worry. Actually, thank you for that. That's a stuff that can happen. Don't worry. Yeah, you can not include the showcase. It's fine. Or you can just cut it if I get this TA skip, which I hope I do. Yeah.
Yeah, I just cut it and put it there in the end of the VOD.
Yeah, it's fine. Don't worry.
If I remember it, otherwise I will
That
just
nitro
censor
place, yeah,
webcam.
that nitro placement was actually really bad. Damn it.
Okay, with that,
Damn it. That's fine.
yeah.
So yeah, that was CTR. It's a really cool game to play. And
It also got a remake called CTR Nitro Fueled for the modern systems.
yeah, the thing is, the more I've been playing the original CTR, the more I actually dislike, what is this? I actually dislike I don't like too much Nitro Fuel because of the whole physics thing. It doesn't really feel the same. But if you like Nitro Fuel, feel free to play it. It's also a really cool game for the casuals.
I stopped playing Nitro Fueled because of the stupid long loading times on the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, that's a thing that can happen. Actually, the PS4 emulator, Shat PS4, fixes that. Imagine an emulator fixing a whole mistake of a whole thing of a game. It's really fun.
Yeah. With that, we will go to the final one of the day. Thanks for your showcase and for the one, and we see us on the next event.
Yeah. I really hope I'm able to make it. We'll see. We'll see. But yeah, thanks you for having me here. Bye bye.